Alrighty, YouTube, back again. Hopefully we'll get the electrical walkthrough done here within 5 minutes or so. Alright, so let's go over to the bedroom that we're currently not working in. And this is a 70s house, so the lime green color of the carpet and the walls, yes, I know, it's going to get painted, but it is what it is, right? Alright, the electrical work that I did in the bathroom today, and the bathroom is just on the other side of this wall, I needed power, and that outlet right there had power, but it was switched just like the rest of the house. That outlet was the only thing being controlled by this switch, and there's no lights in this room. As you can see, there's no ceiling lights in here at all. It's just a plain ceiling. Anywho, so what I did, I stole the 3-conductor 1-ground wire that was going to here, did some hocus pocus. I sent power to this outlet. This outlet down here now. There we go. This outlet down here now is live 24/7. The switch, and I'll show you that on the other side, I ran a wire up into the attic, so within the next couple of days or so, I'll put can lights in here, and then that switch will control the can lights in this room. Alright, that's kind of doing a couple things at the same time. And so now, if we come back over here to this part of the wall, now that lime green wall is just on the other side of this mess. So here's what was happening. That switch in the other room controlled this 3-conductor 1-ground wire. The red wire was switched, the black wire was hot, and that's what came into this outlet. And so the outlet was switched with the red wire, and then the black wire continued to the other outlets in that room. So what I did is I brought it up here to the red, the black, and the white, and I brought it up into this junction box. This wire going up is now switched, and this one right here, this wire right here will run the can lights that I'll put in that room, so that'll be switched by that switch in the other room. And then we ran power down to this outlet, so it's live 24/7. But then I ran another wire from this outlet all the way up, and that'll run the ceiling fan. So the ceiling fan will be hot 24/7 too, and then of course the ceiling fan will have its own switch through a pull chain to turn that on. So this will be the can lights controlled by the switch in the other room, and then this is hot all the time, and this will be the fan power once I get that installed. And then of course I had to daisy chain power to the rest of the outlets. But I interrupted it, and I ran the power for the bathroom. I put an outlet here in the bathroom. This is a ground fault interrupt outlet, so that there is no shock. There's no shock capability, or there's no shock danger if somebody's in the bathtub and they get their hands wet and they stick in this, or they're doing something stupid like using a hairdryer in a bathtub. That will trip the ground fault interrupt, and they won't get shot. They won't get electrocuted. Anywho, then I ran a hot wire. There's a hot wire that goes to the outlets in the other room, and then there's also another hot wire that comes up to this switch. And of course, one of these switches turns on the lights over the bathroom, and then this one will turn on the exhaust fan. Now the nice thing is that the ground fault interrupt, this circuit is on the ground fault interrupt, so that if somebody's in the bathtub or the shower and forgets to turn on the lights and reaches over here with a wet hand or a wet washcloth or whatever, and they short one of these wires out because it's so wet, they'll get protected by the ground fault interrupt. The ground fault interrupt will trip, and they won't get electrocuted. This circuit is just for the exhaust fan and the overhead lights over the bathtub. So that was today's work. Tomorrow I will put in can lights over the bathroom, and depending on how successful we are with that, then I'll hit the can lights in the other room and the ceiling fan. Now, I bought some new can light fixtures today, and holy moly, if you don't do something for 10 years or so and you get back into it, there are some neat things. So far I've been doing all my wiring with wire nuts. I mean, everybody's seen these. You twist the wires together, and then you put a wire nut on them and holds it all together and insulates it. Well, I opened up the can. I bought a half a dozen cans. No, I bought a dozen. I bought a dozen can lights today. And when I opened the can lights, holy moly, look at this. These little wire nuts right here, and I'm going to try to see if I can get them closer. Those little plastic things right there, those are just inserts. You strip the wire and you slide it. It's got 4 little slots in there, and you slide the wire in there. There's no twisting. There's no lineman's pliers needed. It's strip it, slip it, and you're done. It's amazing. Wow, I didn't even know those things existed, but they are really sweet. They allowed me to wire these 2 that I did today in a fraction of the time. Half of that has to be my anal retentiveness, and the twist has to be perfect, and the length has to be perfect, and that's mostly my fault. But those little slip and slide wire nuts are neat. All right, well, that's the update, and tomorrow we'll be doing more electrical work with can lighting in the bathroom and in the bedroom, in the lime green bedroom. All right, thanks. We'll talk to you later. Bye.